Oman's foreign minister says the U.S. and Iran will hold another round of nuclear negotiations in Geneva this Thursday. The talks come as the U.S. military has been ramping up its presence in the Middle East. President Trump has warned bad things will happen if no deal is reached with Tehran. Meanwhile, fresh protests erupted over the weekend there with anti-government demonstrations at several Iranian universities. For more on this, we're joined by CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio from our London newsroom. Ramy, thank you so much for joining us. What more can you tell us about these latest protests?
Adriana, yes. Well, sparks, again, is what we're seeing of anger and of hate against the Iranian government. And what we're seeing are the first mass protests against Iran's mullahs ever since they crushed those nationwide protests, which we reported on about a month and a half ago now. And these students, they're daring another crackdown. The new academic year we saw just started over the weekend. So students here coming together, even as the final death toll from last month still is not known, possibly into the tens of thousands, according to a human rights watchdog. But today, this morning, I interviewed one anti-government protester inside Iran, and we were able to confirm that. She said that their biggest fear is that the regime will survive, and then she did praise those students. Take a listen.
They are not stupid. They are brave because, as you see in protests in universities, there is the flag of sun and the lion, and they are chanting Javid Shah. Okay, for both of these elements, they have death penalty in prison. So they are brave to do this. They are not stupid.
But there were also pro-regime demonstrations that we saw, and at least one brawl that happened between those two camps. You heard her talk about the phrase Javed Shah, and that means long live the Shah, a reference here to the Shah of Iran, deposed about 50 years ago in the Islamic Revolution. And there is a very vocal movement that wants his son, Reza Pahlavi, to be Iran's next leader. And this woman in Iran, she told me that speaking out and speaking for example, Pahlavi, could mean death. But basically, she said that she has survivor's guilt. Here's another sound from her.
Because I am so ashamed. I am, as human, so ashamed that other people go out on the street and got killed, and I'm alive right now. So I want my grief to be a voice for my people.
And those protests, guys, are carrying on into today. It's now day 3 of this resurgence of those protests.
All right. So publicly, as we've indicated, both sides are talking tough as the talks continue. There's been some reporting that the president hasn't made up his mind yet, that he may, if there's a deal, not go through with this military action. What is the likelihood of that, Ramy?
Well, he gave some kind of timeline, right, of 10 to 14 days, and this was last week. But we are seeing that military pressure coming to bear here in the Middle East. The USS Gerald R. Ford through the Strait of Gibraltar earlier this weekend. In the Mediterranean now, this is the U.S.'s most advanced aircraft carrier, joining the Abraham Lincoln already there. The biggest surge of military power by the U.S. since 2003, the Iraq War. And so we are looking ahead to this. But that woman that I spoke to, she said that she feels very hopeful, not scared at all, and she says she wants foreign intervention and from the United States.
All right,
Ramy, what a powerful interview to hear her say that she's ashamed.
And it sounds like she also sort of, not only did she hide her appearance, Ramy, she changed her voice too. That is how dangerous.
We modulated that for her because she did ask that in order to protect her own security.
It's how dangerous it is to speak out about what's happening there. Ramy, thank you as always, my friend.